Dexter is still trying to be that steady, guiding figure in Harrison's adult life, all while knowing deep down that Harrison has the blood of hotel guest and sexual predator Ryan Foster on his hands. In Episode 5 of Dexter, Resurrection, Dexter's sharp, calculated thinking almost managed to get Harrison out of trouble. But Batista isn't buying any of Dexter's games. He keeps seeing through the lies, and that means Harrison's path is getting darker by the day. Then, in Episode 6, there's a moment that really raises eyebrows. Dexter tells Harrison that Hannah McKee, his adoptive mother who's passed away, would be proud of him. Now, Hannah was many things. Sure, she had that softer, human side just like Dexter. But let's not forget, she was also a cold-blooded serial killer. It's strange that Resurrection brushes right over that fact, as if it's not a huge part of who she was. Harrison's admiration for her feels almost misguided when you remember the reality of her past. Back in New Blood, we saw Dexter genuinely grateful that Hannah was raising Harrison and taking him to Argentina, but Resurrection keeps skipping over the truth. Hannah wasn't some saint. She would have fit perfectly into Dexter's own code. Maybe Dexter still views her through rose-colored glasses, remembering the parental bond she formed with Harrison. But when you step back, it's hard not to think Harrison might have been better off with someone else entirely. And here's where it gets even more frustrating. When Hannah knew she was dying before New Blood, she never considered sending Harrison to reconnect with Rita's family. Aistia and Cody ended up living with their father Paul's parents in Orlando, and that's a situation that might have given Harrison a far better shot at a normal childhood than being raised by another serial killer. Instead, he ended up bouncing between foster homes, which only deepened the difficulties of his upbringing. Of course, there's the possibility that Paul's parents might not have accepted Harrison, especially given what happened to Rita while she was with Dexter. Paul himself was never an option. He died in prison after Dexter framed him for drug possession. Still, the show leaves this whole side of Harrison's past untouched, and that silence is loud. Resurrection could be giving us answers, but instead, it keeps letting this mystery hang over Harrison's life. Even if Harrison isn't a killer himself, Dexter's obsession with the fact that Harrison was born in blood like him means the poor kid never stood much of a chance. The real tragedy is that Dexter can't see beyond that shared trauma, and Resurrection seems determined to avoid confronting the one family scandal that might explain so much about Harrison's struggles. What do you think? Should Resurrection finally address the Hannah McKee serial killer angle and explore what could have happened if Harrison was raised by Rita's family? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear where you stand on this.